menagerie of Brindleburgers will stay with you for life. Dripping slabs of succulent swine. Never sacrifice flavor. Wait, what? Get Brindley!
Hello, everybody. It's Deluxecoff on a Saturday Propaganda. Thank you for joining me nice and early. Jaboozy, Dreamer, Stingo, Mind Stab, Troll. All right, so for 2 weeks in a row, this list has 5-0'd or like 10-0'd at the Pauper Classic Tuesday. I've been the victim of it, falling second place both times. And so I thought I'd take a look at it since nothing really changed in it. I did make two tiny changes. The original had 61 cards. The extra was a Nyxborn Hydra. I went to 2 instead of 3, and I also switched out one basic mountain with a ridgeline because I'm a fan of fetching it with a lot of the tricks that we're able to get. And you can also, when you really need red, you can have, if you have an active Arbor Elf out, since it's a forest, you can untap it that turn to really kind of get some of the stuff running. Anyway, so this is like a Gruul POWER list. It just shoves over too much card quality and just gets you. We've got 17 mostly basics except for the ridgeline. We've got 2 mountains and ridgeline. The rest are all forests. I got it's all mixed up because of the I like to be able to see this card, not bury anything behind it. So the mana costs are all over the place. But all the 1-drops are here. Arbor Elf, Utopia Sprawl, Wild Growth. We've got 2 Nyxborn Hydras. 3 Ram Through. This is super important in a lot of matchups, obviously against a brood scale combo, as well as the activation of what do you call the droplet, the poison, the Clark Kent Shaman, and the everything gets dead, etc. I can't think of the toxin analysis. Yes, so those are kind of necessary here. We got a little cha-ching factor in the 4 Avenging Hunters, 3 Oliphants, and this guy is super flexible. He's kind of the glue of the deck, really, because reinforce and scavenge and trample, it's pretty awesome. You can do that reinforce as a saving trick with a lot of our creatures that might be a little susceptible to something like a galvanic blast. 1 Crimson Fleet Commodore. We've got all 4 of the Spaghetti Man here, the Writhing Chrysalis. Quick note: this and the Eldrazi Repurposer, this is the art that I own. Okay, now if anybody knows how to make this show up in game, please let me know, because the latest update, when I play this, you'll see it, and this, it's full art. You can't read it. I bitched about it on my community tab on our YouTube page, and I don't know if there's a setting to click somewhere. I looked high and low everywhere, couldn't find it. Anyway, so we've got 4 of these, 4 Jewel Thieves. This is just super consistency here, as is this. Just really jumpstart the turn, falling into the Writhing Chrysalis, and then a little bit of card draw. We've got 2 copies of You Meet in a Tavern. Probably not doing the Brawl very often, but looking for the creature cards there. In our sideboard, for against Affinity, we got the 2 Cast and a Fire, is also good against Fae, and 3 Deglamer, 1 Flaring Pain, 2 Breath Weapons, 3 of these for the obvious help of brood scale combo, just let them kill themselves, and 4 Weather the Storm. So yeah, we're going to chill out here and see if we can start crushing. I've lost 2 games with this, so I'm definitely not as good as a pilot as is the originator, but that's to be expected. I've only been at it for a little bit here. Yeah, we want to play first. Opening hand could be a little bit chunky. We got a mulligan here, but see what I mean? I don't even own this card. Why is it showing up? It bugs the hell out of me. Mulligan here. All right, we have plenty of land now. We'll keep this. We don't really need the ridgeline here. I'm going to toss that. We'll say done. Since we have the Sprawl in hand, I'm going to go right away here. Let's do this here. We'll say red. Pass the turn. All right, Grogberg's in the house, straight out of the gates. Here we go. So we're going to have 3 mana. Let's see what we can see. All right, it's more of this. We'll rock here. Put this on here. Tap this. A little clunky here. We'll grab the mountain cycling, paying the 1. Don't have the elf, so we'll have to wait one more turn here. I'll just grab a basic here. Got my fancy lands for you all here. Say okay. We usually don't have to burn mana, but in this case we do. So we're going to have 5 mana to 2, maybe 2 and 1.5 if that comes into play tapped. So pretty good times. All right, here we are. Yeah, this deck's weakness, burn for sure, and combo. So hexproof could be a thing, but you know, game 2 and 3, it's got quite a bit of issues here. If I play this out, we're going to be in a bit of trouble. I don't think I want to play this. I can't block. Princess can't be blocked by creatures power 3 or greater. We're going to have 5 out, and it looks like they'll be able to kill that. Maybe I think I'm just going to pass here. I hate doing that. I want to be aggro and get out, but you know, typical of a first round of a stream, right? Looks like some sort of Soul Sisters, probably with like some sort of Village Rites, Corrupted Conviction engine to just whack stuff that's getting out of hand here. That would be my guess. Grogberg, usually our first round opponent. BW tokens. So we'll be bringing in the lizard. And we take 1. Glad I read the Beloved Princess, because I would have lost the thing, and they probably have some sort of tithing blade effect there and stuff. So really just want to draw one of our dudes here. We are really drawing dead now. Not necessarily a thing that happens all the time. We'll go with red again. And just pass. We've got to stop drawing our lands, and these count as lands if in this stage of the game, you know. It's like top decking a land when you don't need one. Really just need one of our like Eldrazi Repurposers or something to just kind of kickstart so we have another blocker. Of course, that Beloved Princess is acting like a ginger brute at the moment, so it's really going to be tearing us up here. Already at 15. All right, that's a card we like to see. We'll pull out a Chrysalis. Always yield in here. I'm going to keep these guys out so I can block the princess. So now we'll have everything we need. I'm considering... Hold on a minute here. Let's do this. This and one of these. We'll yield to this, and we'll drop this dude just in case... All right. Some sort of 2-mana shenanigans. All right, another Chrysalis showing up. Okay, we could block here, we could block here, we could block here. Or actually, that way. Ugly, powerful card for sure. All right. We are ready. It'll be back next turn. Cool. I can still block here. Uh-oh. They're going to get all the advantages now. All right, just to preserve life here, I'll block here, saving 3. No sense in sacking it. Not going well. And just the right amount of cards. I'm glad I didn't play this even earlier. They would have had the jump on us a few times over. We don't have any haste effects. We're not running the 6/3 pirate with haste, which is a little bit different than some lists. Might as well get this out. We'll do the thing here. Bring out this. Lots of critters. Hopefully they're out of removal now. Writhing Chrysalis. Pretty hard to stop. I wish I could read it. It's like, who designed that? You know, it's like a black font with a dark background. Let's do that. Hey, thank you, Pangolin Wrangler. I appreciate it. Woo! Propaganda hype. Uh-oh. Whoa. Is this a... Let's block here, here, and here. I'll do the thing before anything happens. This feels like this is a Thraben Charm. Okay. There's that. Put a +1/1 counter on a creature. That's pretty cool. It is a human, isn't it? Dang it. I'm still going to sacrifice this just so they don't gain the life. These will be dead. We don't take any damage this turn. Maybe I can attack with the elf. Get back something. Something of relevance? Probably not. They're going to have 4 cards in their hand. Bum, bum, bum. And away we go. Come on, don't drop a creature. That's pretty cool. Cathar tech with the lady here. Princess getting to be a big old We'll bring this out. We've got trample issues. Here we go. Can trade. Don't want to do that. Keep our trample available. We just need to draw out something that isn't a land here. Bit flooded first game. Things will come around. You'll see. Deck's got a ridiculous level of power. It's very, what do you call, pointed at the very first few sequences, turns. Definitely a tempo deck. A lot of lifelink happening here. I might need to bring in a Weather the Storm here, you know, just to weather the storm, literally. Pretty cool, pretty cool. We're probably not getting in with this, minus a trick. That's the 3/2. We'll block here and sack. We don't need the mana here, but might as well try to not give him so much life. Okay. Hey, mind stab throw. Okay, off we go. Leg's been feeling fine in pickleball. Been playing a lot. Played with the 4s up. We went to the more advanced league and we won. Good news. My wife and I dominated. We won 11-1 in the higher up league. It's one of the very first times we've won as a couple, so that felt super good. Hey, I don't know if I want to attack here. I hate this. We want to be the aggressor, and we can't be here. So, pickled legs, no, not so. Just being very, very, very patient and warming up a ton and all kinds of other stuff. What an interesting little list. It's like hate bears in a weird sort of way, or life bears. That's what I'd probably call it. All right, we got to make some sacrifices here. This is getting crazy. We're going to trade with the thing. This creature. Oh, can't I? Oh, 3 or greater. Interesting. Okay, so we'll block. Now, wait, when this dies, you put a counter on something. Okay. Let me block here. We'll go here. I'll block here. Oh, shoot. God dang it. Wasn't really a punt. That was a dexterity punt click. All right, looks like we're going to lose this one. Hopefully I can attack here. We're at 2. They're getting a lot of life. I clicked. I didn't see the result. Clicked again, then it unclicked it, so that's frustrating. Love bears. Always yield to the desperate farmer. Which turns into this depraved harvester. 4/3. That's a pretty cool little list. All the stuff that wants to die, right? Very propaganda-esque style. I like it. I think I've ever given these really a serious look. And the Outlaw Medic. When it dies, draw a card. Okay, I see what's going on here. Whole lot of good stuff. Good times. Oh, in mid-February, I'm going to be missing one show. We're going to have a big tournament here in town, so it got postponed due to the fires. I'll be doing that. Yeah, this is quitting time here, guys. We're definitely going to bring in some sort of a cannonade effect. I'm sure they're ready for it. I haven't seen any prismatic yet. Cast down's not good for us. Not good for many. All right. I know it doesn't look like much yet. Clunky draw. Ram through. That helps. But not yet. I'd rather hold that in suspense. We will concede here and go from here. We could get back. That's kind of a neat little combat trick to get back initiative and such. All right. 2 breath weapons for sure. Tavern. I'm going to wax on these. I don't want to have any turns off on this this mission here. Don't believe we're going to need many ram throughs. I think we can cut 2 of these. Probably bring in, I'm thinking either Weather the Storm or the Hisser. Give them more targets to kill. But this is a non-dragon creature, so I don't want to really bring that in, do I? Let's bring in 2 weathers. Deck is surprisingly fast. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing just that with the there's so many creatures coming at us. I think I will do the Monarch here, and You know what? Maybe I bring this in for just the little 1/1s so I can interact with them. I think I'm overboarding a little bit. Let me just try this out. We're at 1560. Yeah. You know what? I think I'd rather just have more life here so I got more time. Let's go. We'll just keep the initiative side of things and hope for the best. Grogberg with some pretty cool tech. Yes. Open up the board. Alrighty. We'll keep this. Really hope we just draw a basic mountain. That would be really nice. Double Hunter on the draw, or on the play. Saying everything wrong today. Ooh, finally getting some rain here in town. Be nice for the fire victims. Although if it's a little too much, it won't be nice because then everything's going to get mud washed away and double calamity. But we're far from that, so good times. Bridge showing up. Get to a game 3. Might want to consider bringing in the what do you call it? The cast down, whatever it is, because being able to just nick their bridge right out of the gates here, or little 1/1s that can't be blocked, like the princess. That was pretty sweet little tech. I don't think I've ever played the princess on the show. All right. Resource. Good times. I'm going to chance it. Let's drop it. Mostly because we can go get a mountain out of the deal. Bloop. Make sure we got our land out. There we are. Got another one right behind it. They probably got a cast down here. Steal the initiative with the 1. Yeah, they go so wide. I don't think we can really hold Monarch, or I'll take my chances with initiative. I know the logic's a little flawed there, but hopefully they run out of removal. I'm sure they got a cast down for this, so they'll be getting a free land out of the deal, but it will stop their development one more turn. Oh, maybe not. Create a map token. I hate how they make that a sorcery. I wish it wasn't, but. So does anybody know what's going on with this this artwork in the chat? It's really frustrating. Hey, we held it. I'm surprised. This is kind of a done deal now. I don't want to get overconfident, but this gets pretty crazy at this stage. I think they kind of have to have answers now. All right. We can do this and this. Play in this. This gets pretty ugly pretty fast. We'll do this. Pop this. Pop this. Play this. Oops. Nope. Like this. We'll just cast the Krushok. It's a cool thing to say. Cast it. Big board. Still not the best opener, you know. But now, you know, they've got to have like snuff out, cast down, and then they're going to be crazy low. This damage still gets through. They draw the card. We do the thing. And keep on moving. It's to let everybody realize how ugly the Chrysalis is. Yes, I agree. A card that fell off everyone's radar. Are pretty susceptible to this, you know. I mean, they don't want to be blocking that, but at the same time, it's like, oh, they can just go grab initiative. But I don't think it's really going to matter too much here. So we're going to double do it with Avenging Hunter here. And it's nice when everything has trample. Well, almost everything. Always yield. Trap. Trap on you, sir. Go to 12. Untap. Jewel Thief. Cool. Let's do some initiating. Well, if I did that, I could do that too. I'm just going to play this out. Initiative. Draw a card. Oh, that was dumb of me. I should have kept green open. Attack. Dead. Just the overwhelming pressure. And like I said, this still hasn't really... That was maybe like a B+ opener. This thing, when this pulls an A- to an A+ opener, it's it's this kind of advantage, like a turn sooner. It gets pretty overwhelming. Oops, better write L, W. What did I like? What did I like? I'm going to want to bring these in here. I think I gave this deck a little too much respect. I'll lose one weather. One weather. I'm not wild about these, but not to be dishonest, but I haven't really drawn these in a game, so to me it doesn't feel like I really need them. Whatever that's all about. All right, so if we have early cast in the fire with a mountain access, we'll be able to kick the feet out from under them and turn off the draw engine of black. Whoa, we do not. Makes you almost want to play with the Elvish Spirit Guide. What is that? Simian Spirit Guide. That's what I'm talking about. We've got to mulligan this. Double checking. Mulligan. Keeping this. Got just nice even hand. We'll keep. I want to keep all of this so that I can really power into this. I don't really need this right now. I just want to beat them with a bunch of 3/3 beatdowns. Yeah, I'm going to just keep my curve nice and low. Say done. I think I'm going to play this out and just call green. Maybe I should go red. All right, that is plenty of lands. Please no more. Since I did draw that, I'll go red. Just so we got a nice even split. Sorry about the mic hit there. Jaboozy. Almost as fun as saying Dayakuba. Who I just heard from. They sent me a cool little white infect list, if my memory serves right. Pretty sweet. Here we are, here we are. Ooh, the elf shows up. Okay, so I'm going to favor the Jewel Thief here so that I can play both. We'll play out the Jewel Thief, crack this for green, and then we'll start getting mean. Woo! Yep, Swirling Sandstorm doesn't see too much play. In the right deck, though, that thing can be brutal. Down goes the Arbor Elf. Like we care. Ah, ha, ha, ha. All these cards I've got to read. 2/4. What's going on here? Well, unless he's got a mutagenic growth, I'm good to go here. Block here. They gain 2. We don't take 3. I'm all right with that. Doing this. It's nice to see Jewel Thief come back. All right. That's pretty cool. See, that's a nice little combat trick we're going to be able to utilize, hopefully. Pull this off. Curious if I want to do this or this. I think I do this. So we're going to bring this up. So when this creature dies, put its counters on something. Well, it doesn't have any counters now. It's just a good roadblock, right? And we've got a blocker here. We're going to survive, kill it. So we'll attack here. It's a sneaky little list. Bannerhide Krushok. Man, that thing would be terrifying to see in the woods. Just, it's got like a prismatic backside. Check that out. Is it really? All right, here we go. Surprise, surprise. All right, we've already seen one cast down. Not too worried about the Arbor Elf in the graveyard. Sometimes that can be a brutal turn. Might have been correct. But in this scenario, probably not. Got the trample going on. When it dies, stuff happens. Okay. Yeah, they're not going to want to block anyway. We'll let this go. Keep this as a little trickery. Okay. I guess I'll just divvy up the damage here. I'll do this. Except if I do that, now I'm a little screwed here. Darn. I can't really trick that out now. Kind of want to keep that trick there. Darn it. How did I get that backwards? All right, we'll play this so we still have it. That's what I was thinking. I was like, wait, what's happening here? Now I've got the green. Now we can get nice and mean. Here we go. Yeah, not you. Stay back. Still represent 9 damage on the board. It's pretty formidable. So we're going to trample right over the medic. There it is. There it is. Okay. So 5/5. Yeah, it'll go, but we're going to reinforce this. We'll cast it like, we'll go green, and we'll play this. Reinforcing it, and we can scavenge it back next turn. Still not really optimal openings here. Village Rites, okay, cool. 2/5 against a 5/5. Uh-oh. It's a 4/6. I missed that one. Drat. All right, there we go. They're back up at 20. Frustrating. And a little resiliency in that list for sure. Krushok. Yeah, this list kept me from 2 victory finals in a back-to-back weeks. I got second place both times. The Raven Charm. Well, that's unfortunate. Taking 6. Krushok coming right back with the scavenge ability. Blink twice on that. 4, 5, 6. This is 7. 7 activate, right? I hate this new, like, it doesn't float where you need it. It only goes there. I'm just going to take this. I might need this mana. If we top deck a land here, we'll be able to scavenge. There are 2 cards left. Yeah. Not ideal. We'll call red. Not just in case. That's 5, 6. This is 7 again. Yeah, darn it. It sure is. Okay. We'll attack here. All right, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can scavenge next turn. We go to 12. Frustrating. Proliferate. Oh no. I've considered putting that in White Infect many a times. Martyr. Gruul, small, puny humans. I think we just take this. Can't rely on drawing a land here. I really want to. I hope they're not holding a cast down because we'll be sitting ducks and this is going to be like a time walk if we do. Change of plans. I'm going to cast all of this here. We'll go after our Trampler. Especially with Vigilance. So now we got a 7/7. Trampler with Vigilance. Nice, quite a nice blocker. I'll probably block here. Procreate. Repopulate, whatever you want to call it. Looking to draw cards, all right. There he goes. Saving 3, drawing 2, drawing 3. Thanks to the Outlaw Medic. Close third game here. Be really nice to draw into like a cannonade effect here. Can at least stop the 4 naturally. Do 7. I think this might be worth a block because we could do 7. They're going to have 2 of these proliferate tricks to do stuff. We'll see. Benefit of playing rogue. Just have no idea what the opponent's up to. Don't be a cast down. Don't be a cast down. They have drawn plenty of cards, though. I can't be too mad if they find one by now. I've already seen one, but... Okay, that's pretty cool. 1 card in hand. 1 mystery card. What is it? Cool. They're hellbent. I like this a lot. So they're putting all their eggs into the medic basket. Can't really attack because I'll block it. What is going on here? They don't have a sacrifice outlet, I don't think. I'll block. Okay. Very nice. Didn't even see that as an option there. A 5/5 Beloved Princess. It's like a white Skargun Pit Soak. And they're Haven Bent or Heaven Bent. Cool. Yeah, it could be worse. I mean, we do have this cool thing called Vigilance, but we can't really block this lady except with this, so I'll have to keep that in mind. Can only come over with the 7 here. Otherwise, we risk this just chewing up our stuff. They're gaining a whole lot of life. They don't really have to worry about even taking this damage. I'd be tempted to block with the proliferate, dude. Note to self, definitely shouldn't have cast the creature there. At least represent a combat trick, right? Corrupted Conviction. Doing the thing. Pretty cool list. Tap your dudes, tap your dudes. That's why Trample's so awesome. This hidden evasion here. Another land. I probably would have held that personally. Not sure why the artifact lands. I don't see anything really other than just the village rights and such. Damn it, Jim. All right. That's a very ballsy call there. I guess that's a 2-turn win with the Beloved Princess. And I don't think this list doesn't really have 1-for-1 removal. So this is really, let's just triple read this. Can't be blocked by creatures power 3 or greater. Everything we have. This is like white pit sulk. I like it. Nicely done, Grogberg. We got to do something right now. It's got to be big time. Chrysalis would be pretty sweet. This does nothing really for us right now. It's just another huge, massive creature. Yep, they got us. Did not expect we'd be losing game 1, but we do. Very well done, Grogberg. If we had another turnout and everything gets the thing, but we'll go from there. Woo, good job, Grogberg. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I called it the white Skargon Pit Sulk, that Beloved Princess. Very nice. Yeah, we want to play first. Oh, yeah, we'll keep. A bit flooded. But we've got a nice curve into a turn 3 card, turn 2, and a turn 4 card, turn 3. We'll go like this in here. Blop. You got to send us that list, Grogberg. That's pretty sweet. Right up our alley. But why the artifact lands? I didn't really see any Deadly Dispute style stuff. It was all for the creatures. I've always liked Beloved Princess. Always wondered how I could abuse it. So thank you for showing us the way. All right, what do we got? Elves here? We have like enough decks submitted this week for like 2 months of shows. It's crazy. All right, just in case this is land destruction, let's do this here. Spread it out a little bit. We don't have our early elf, so I'm just going to bring this burly beast out. You talk about hard to read. This is the picture I shared on our community tab for if anybody knows how to turn off this crap. Look, try reading that paragraph. If you're new to the game or you're like, wait, what's this card? You're like, oh my goodness. It's like target player must have 20/20 vision or better. The white pit sulk. That's what I keep thinking of. The nice little winter corona here, land. I really hate how they just... every update, they're getting worse. Don't understand. Elves. Didn't expect to see that. Okay. All right. We might not have much shot game 1 here. This is technically a combo deck, and that's what CarrodaPolicia, who is the inventor of the list, told me was a bad matchup. So off we go. Here we are. And going for it. Alrighty. Krushok showing up. I might need this for effects of the, what do you call persuasion? Let me just attack here first, in case we need to do some shenanigans with Banner. Attacko. Cool. Trample's going to go a long way until Timberwatch shows up. So right now we're just going to ride that way. We're going to keep our red tech separate. They don't need to know. We can reinforce. I think I'm just going to rather play one out. We're just going big. They're going wide and small. As long as life gain or Timberwatch doesn't show up, feels like we might be able to race this. All right. The trickery agent has shown up. Aquarian Ranger. What do we have now? Always respect the visionary. Takes good deck building discipline to be able to include that in a 60, especially with as awesome as Elves is. Come on, whiff. Miss it. What do we got? What do we got? All right. Don't care, don't care, don't care. The priest is a bit of a problem, or can be. Off we go, yielding to the sentinel. That was like the perfect list against us as far as like the all our stuff is huge, right? Well, we saw him casting cast down on a token just to win the game, which ended up being the right move. But pretty much any other deck you just block and it's over. I guess Stompy and Beloved Princess is another little weakness here. We've got lots of critters. Probably get some blockers here. We're going to keep that reinforced as a little trip knot. Cool. Let's do this. Bring this out. Cast them out and make them nervous as hell. Sure. Attack. Whoa. Not you, sir. Taking 7. Okay. Makes me nervous. I'm going to go for it here. I'm just going to cast this dude. Crunch. Big old fatties. I think the first time I lost to this list, this was kind of the hand that did it. I think I was on Brute Squad or something, and I was like, yeah, I could block that. And I'm like, oh, God, then I'm taking 7. And then there was like, then the next turn it was 11. And it's just like, just trample from all the power. I've often tried to make Nomadic Elf work, especially because it doesn't tap, and you can just filter mana through it. But I think Birch Lore or Jaspera is probably good enough. Hexxen Rouge in the house. All right. Princess Buttercup. That's awesome, Mind Stab Throw. That gets my vote. Yeah, Lakinsey, this one won the last 2 Pauper Classic Tuesdays, both undefeated, all matches 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. Just, it was brutal. Did have favorable matchups for that style of metagame, but still very impressive. So I figured, hey, let's play it. I've already managed to lose with it. All right, our opponent has drawn a whole slew of cards. Our scavengeability is a real thing. Elven Bent. Yeah, we had Heaven Bent, now Elf Bent. Rain expected in our area. I kind of hope it doesn't happen tomorrow morning because I'm supposed to play pickleball. I might go train today with the wife with pickleball. I play flying creature decks so often that whenever I see Jaspera Sentinel, I feel like my back tighten up. Like, oh, I got to get rid of that. But now I don't. Alrighty. I'm just going to yield for time here. There's not much I can do other than sacrifice the Eldrazi spawn. And I don't really see a Timberwatch or a Tuk Rumble Fort. Just what my son's fond of playing in Elves. My hands are so cold. I like to sleep in the cold, and my wife couldn't sleep last night, so she went out to the couch, and then I asked her to turn on the fan because it was really warm in the room. But I had my hands out of the blankets all night, and I woke up, and it felt like I wanted to crack my knuckles, but I knew it was going to hurt. That's how cold my hands were. So now I'm still kind of getting over that. If you see me like blowing on my hands and stuff. My wife and I are so different that way. She doesn't like to sleep. She likes to fight it, and she likes to have like a screen on and lights on, and I'm like darkness and cold, and she likes warm and loud. This is going to be so like embarrassing if I end up going like any worse than a 3-2 with this list, because I know what it's capable of. Just haven't put in the hours with it, you know. It's not that complicated. It's just doesn't seem like we're going to be able to get through this very well, does it? Almost makes you want to play Cannonade main instead of the you meet in the tavern. You've got a little bit better game. game 1, even against RDW. Notably, we've got enough stuff to put in front of them that they can't really get us, but that's kind of my little asterisk, like meeting the Tavern in this list. I don't know. Most stuff has trample anyway. We haven't really seen any of the heavy hitters we're really worried about. They do have 14 cards here. All right, Grogberg, good to have you with us, my friend. Thanks for the new tech. That was pretty sweet. Jaboozy, I love it. With the emotes. Thank you, thank you. What is this weird creature? Hello. Flaccid Rottentail. Me paying attention to the artwork. I haven't seen God, they're gonna win with Magnify or something? 2 melodies have gone off. I haven't seen any of the anything of the Timberwatch Persuasion. $21 lands, 40, or I should say 40 mana, not lands. I got like a Kervik's Torch sort of a fireball coming at us, maybe. I'd imagine. Here comes the big countdown. Just taken to the face here. Nyxborn, yowza. What is this thing? I said this thing. Can I see, please? Oh, 40-40. Okay, we're dead. That was pretty sweet. Cool, cool. We all know where this is going. Breath Weapon, Iguanar. I think I'm going to bring in these. Ram through I'm going to want to keep. Again with the Commodore, no thanks. I lose Tavern. I lose one of these. I lose Tavern. I lose one Oliphaunt. I might want to bring these in for early going, but we don't really have early go mana here. That was pretty ridiculous. The Iguanar will hopefully keep up. I'm going to take this chance. I know the Breath Weapon takes it out, but you can decide when you want to do it. Let's go. You told me I would have started off with like 3 losses in 4 matches. I would be like, no way. What if I beat me last night? I was not really in the mood to play Magic. I only logged on for 1 game and had a close one. He won 2-1. I want to play first? Yes, I do. Okay, we've got pretty much everything we need. We'll keep this. I can power this out via the token, so I think I'm going to lean on the elf here. Of course, that will wax my elf, won't it? Maybe I hold the elf and I mountain cycle straight away, get out a Jewel Thief. I'm going to do that. Keep the elf off the battlefield a bit. I'm just going to do this. We're going to mountain cycle. Now he's like, oh crap, he's got mountains. Of course, we showed that last time, didn't we? Yeah, we'll just get a basic here. Yeah, I was thinking Weather the Storm. I don't want to be too passive because 40 damage, that can kind of get over Weather the Storm. That was my thinking. I know if they have one of those terms where they just go Nova, it's not that big of a deal, but we'll see. Maybe I play Arbor Elf to signal that I don't have the thing, right? Maybe I do that. Yeah. I'm just going to... We don't really have many of the enchantments going down. It's going to be a while before I do that, so change of plans. I'll do this. Okay, Despera showing up. Alrighty, off we go. Cool, cool. Let me bring out the Krushok here just so I can really represent some steady damage. Trampler. Here we go. Opponent's a little hurting. 1 mana, 4 cards. Want him to overextend here. I got our Super Electrickery and Breath Weapon. Yeah, this is worth pulling the trigger now. I believe so. Especially without access to maybe like a Hydroblast effect right now. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, let's do the trigger thing. We're going to lose the elf, so I might as well do this now. You know, I could have kept this back and made it breath weapon proof, right? Now, if I do this, I play the Jewel Thief. Yeah, and then I can do the breath weapon. 1, 2. Token. Breath weapon. We'll call red. We'll pay the 1. All right. There we go. See how we do here. Elves are so powerful, but there's just so many ways to keep it in check. Just very good for the game. That was a pretty neat little sequence, huh? I think we're all right here. It's pretty important to get our mountain. I think that might have been a mistake, getting rid of that. You know what? The Chrysalis could probably go down to 3. I'm not really too worried about reach. Keep our curve a little bit lower to try to compete. Let's try this out. Hopefully we win this one. I mean, that goes without saying, right? Okay, we've got our stuff going down. We'll keep. This will lead off with the elf. They might have to slow roll it a little bit more than usual. And we can also protect our Arbor Elf if it comes to that. We've got a nice little ram through here. Let's bring out our elf. Bloop. Ram through. Target creature controls deal damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. And that's it. They don't hit back. So it's a nice little combat trick if we need one. Courtesy of Bannerhide, we can maybe reinforce it and do some real damage. Our elf in the middle of the street. I like it. They're just going for it. They're like, show me you got it. I think I might want to kill that with a ram through. Once I get there, we'll see. For right now, it looks like it's a Utopia Sprawl and it's a Jewel Thief turn. Let's see what we get here. Okay, this makes things a lot easier. Red. Boom, 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 boom. Jewel Thief. I'm wondering if I need to do this now. Yeah, I'm going to do it now. Choose target creature you control to deal damage. This one. Choose a creature to be dealt damage. This one. There we go. No colors for you. Sucker punch. Let's hope it works. I got a lot of fun to do next turn. Hopefully they were really relying on that. Okay, well there's another color source. One card in their hand. I'm not too worried here. Really hope we draw into our cannonade effect so we can just end this. There's part of the trick. Ooh, do I just want to play that? Do this here. This. Just gonna play it. Yeah. Again, should have attacked first, but yeah, I'd much rather keep them off colors, but especially having seen Nomadic Elf earlier, don't want them drawing 4 here with the Melody of the Distant Persuasion, but it might still happen. I got a lot of damage on the board. Unless they got Wirewood Pride, I think we're feeling pretty safe here, especially with our little dude. Ooh, this is too fun to not play. Way too fun. Let's attack first because we've got the Bannerhide Krushok. Trick play here. Hiya. Ugh. Silliness. But it still goes up to 5. It's pretty great. Bam. Cool, cool. We'll drop this dude here. I'm tapping here. Playing this out. Jewel Thief. Get a token. Off we go. You better win now, Charlie. We're going to pull the 50-50. Grogbird sent us packing round 1. They got to go off, but the Hissing Iguanar is going to take them out. Whenever another creature dies, you may have it deal 1 damage to target creature. Oh, I thought it was coming to play. That's right. Not the best option. I shouldn't have boarded it in. That's a punt. Of course, it will prevent them from blocking, so I should have played that first. So that's technically 2 punts. I thought this acted like the curse. You know, just every creature comes into play does 1, but it doesn't. It's just when it leaves. So that's a bit frustrating. They need a lot of help here. We've got the Krushok ability. We've got this ability. It's going to make this hit for at least 5. One of the other Jewel Thieves. I don't know if there's really a way out of this. They do have every color access here, but not the most mana to deal with. It's nice when you see a good Gruul list, especially when it's been as dominant as this one, at least in the Pauper Classic metagame. Yeah, and the other day I had a really 2 weeks ago when I first ran into it, I was actually on 8 rat, but I just drew horribly bad. Here we are. Hydra in the house. Off we go. There's none of those. Ooh, this is really cool. We'll just attack with everything. I've got double Bannerhide here. Molrock here. Say okay. All right, there we go. Pulled even. Woo! I have got to use the restroom and get some more coffee. We're going to go to a skit courtesy of the old Conan O'Brien show called Actual Items. Whoa, almost spilled there. That's a first. All right, everybody. See you in just a few.
Can't make these up. Check this one out. It's an ad from the Jamestown Gazette in Jamestown, New York. It's a sweet ad for a little boy's Argyle sweater. Isn't that cute? $9.99 gets you that little boy's Argyle sweater. He's got his hands on his hips. Everything looked fine. But look what it says right here. It says, from our pompous little twit line. Kid had it coming. Can't make them up. Why would you? Next, we have one from the Newburgh Post in Newburgh, Indiana. It's an ad for health insurance. Health insurance, and these nice elderly ladies right here in the ad. Everything looked fine, but look at this elderly woman's sweater down here. That just seems strange. Oh, look at this. We all have seen these Guess ads over the years. They're always sexy and sultry. Here's one. It's a Guess ad in the Upper Darby Chronicle in Upper Darby, Pennsylvania. And it's for stylish new handbags from Guess. And everything looked fine. This woman's looking very intensely out to sea. But look what it says right next to her. It says, watch your 63-year-old millionaire husband struggle against the riptide in style. Here's one from the Charlotte Observer in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's an ad for treadmills. That's right, treadmill. There's a woman on the treadmill right there. For $7.99, you get that treadmill, and there's a picture of her working out. And, of course, it has different speeds. Look at the settings right here. This worried me. It says walk, jog, run. James Woods is behind you.
Okay, we're back. Bladder is empty, and hopefully more wins to come. Woo! Schmiggle. Off we go. We're on the draw. Double check. All right. Another no-lander. I'm just not wild about this. The Hydra sure hasn't really done much in the little bit of time I've been messing with it, so mulligan this hand. We do have two. This is... I think I'll keep. We'll keep here. Jewel Thief definitely stays. I think we need to lose Ram through here. What's he done? Exactly. Hex and Rouge. It's so frustrating to have these. Well, double on the draw. So hopefully our Arbor Elf stays alive and we can do some stuff. I could see if we put bad art in our deck, but I purposely, you guys know me and my love of art. It's like, come on, leave me alone here. I wanna play the cards that I bought, you know? It's like somebody, it's like vandalizing, really. It's like, that's my property, and they spray painted over it, you know? A little dramatic, but hey. Old school alchemist in the house. I'm happy as long as I can get my Jewel Thief out and we can reach this mana base. Let's go. Utopia Sprawl? Nope. Okay. I'll go like here. Play this. Do the Jewel Thief. Almost made a mistake and played Arbor Elf here. We really need that token for the Chrysalis here. We'll just pass up. Might be able to kill the Alchemist with the Krushok effect, with the reinforce trick. Run at them maybe with like the Elf and they block. We'll see. Especially if they're tapped out, I'll give that a go. Searing Blaze, going after our dude. All right. There goes that plan. Doubt they're going to be blocking a Jewel Thief. This looks like old school burn. What a trip. Or I run at it, they bolt it in response, and then I Krushok it. I don't know. That makes things a little bit better. Just in case. Let's attack. No blocks. Okay. I'm going to just power this little dude out. See if it lives again. Unless they have shock. It's not going to be very safe against, or courtesy of the Bannerhide. Yeah, and I said at the top of the show, combo and like burn effects are bad matchups for this. So at least game one. I mean, we got Weather the Storm later. Can't believe I messed up on Hissing Iguanar. I know that card well, and I guess I don't because I messed up how it works. Ren's Resolve. Let's go. Love this card. Don't want to be playing mismatching lands when you're revealing card decks. Another Alchemist. Okay. Likely to block here, especially if I run it both. So I might want to wait on the Chrysalis effect here. 1, 2. I could also Hunter into the land, right? That's probably the play. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. And then I can just go find a basic and start smashing because they're not going to be attacking here. So let's attack. Kill one of them. Come on. Take 3. Tier 1, Captain Vlad Tepes with the Wiki Bear mode. I love it. Thank you to that. Man, 48 months. What a stud. Thank you, my friend. Yeehaw. Do this to this. Going like this. 4 and 5. Dropping this. Go get a mountain. Fixing all of our problems. Yes. The initiative. The Undercity. go do stuff. We'll go get a mountain here. We'll play the mountain. Did we not? We already played a land. Just triple checking, quadruple checking. Here we go. All right, we're about to take at least 5. Make that 6. Thunder Hose is getting warmed up underneath my feet. Here comes Kessig. Another Kessig. Yowza. Drop that mountain and then bam. It's a whole lot of damage. Woo! Yowza. Impressive. Man, this is brutal. Pap, 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 pap. Who on earth is calling me? All right. Yielding to this. Okay. Kind of have to win this turn. Don't have Fire Blast. That would be so brutal. Thank you for that, Dreamer Stingo. Yeah, I don't think I would have made that mistake. Yep, they got it. Wow. Good old burn. But I did mention at the top of the show, we've lost every game 1. That's really weird. But I did say this was a bad matchup in at least game 1. So this is usually where they run away. Conveniently disappear. The Chrysalis isn't all that great here. I think I might even just get rid of them. We're not really worried about going wide. Keep our hits down. Breath Weapon, Iguanar, Deglamer. I think I'm just going to rock like this. Yeah. Ram through can be our little removal of choice. And we've got a whole lot of Weather the Storms. Let's try that. Feels weird taking out one of the best creatures, but Chrysalis. Just think that's the call here. Everything else has trample. All right. My fingers are so cold. This coffee mug feels really good on them. I think this is the first matchup I've ever considered taking out the Chrysalis altogether, but just a 4/4 swap. Lower the curve, gain some life, and hopefully they don't have any creatures with haste. I think this is just the Kessig Thermal Alchemist party, 8. Yep. All right, our mana is right. We do have Weather the Storm here. We'll keep this. Double Repurposer. Kind of will demand a little bit of love here. That's our only come into play tap land. Earlier this morning I was playing and I had the Arbor Elf out, as I mentioned at the top of the show, and I needed red, and so I just untapped it. It's a pretty neat little ability too. Always enchant it right before you do it. Woohoo! No more lands, please. Cool. Consider using the Weather the Storm here. Probably not, unless they just go absolutely Nova, which is pretty rare with turn 2. Stabby. That's a good nickname for mine, Stab Thrill. Hey, Stabby. And away we go. I disagree, Captain Vlad Tepes. These aren't even in my deck. I have the basic ones, and I can't tell how to turn them off. It's driving me mad because y'all know how much I like artwork, and I really dislike this full artwork. I want my stuff. Okay. I'm going to lead off with Repurposer in case they're more likely to have the Searing Blaze trick here, and I'd rather lose a Eldrazi Repurposer than a Jewel Thief at this stage. These tokens are going to come into play so that I can kind of hide behind a Weather the Storm turn. I do too, Jaredgel. I put normal cards in my deck, and now they're forcing me to play without them. What sort of world is this? Kessig. Okay. Dreamer Stingo says, my Repurposer has been repurposed. That is very true. So we're going to have a little sneaky turn next turn. We're going to be taking 4 here. That sucks. Oh, I went all through the settings multiple times. Those updates, I'm just like, what are you doing? Maybe I keep the mountain out to encourage a chain lightning effect, huh? Ooh, that makes things a lot easier. Do this. 1, 2. I'm going to sacrifice this. What, for one of these? Or one of these again? Let's do one of these. I could Jewel Thief here. I want to keep Weather the Storm up, though. I've got a lot of respect for this list, as we just saw. Now that we've got another Weather the Storm, I can be a little wanton with this one. We're representing green lightning bolts every turn. That's pretty good times. The spike has happened. We have gotten spiked. Crunch. And another. Needle drop. Yeah, the damage is already done with the full art stuff. That's bumming me out. All right, we're just going to get our mana helpful here. I'll go Weather. Go back up to 9. 19, I should say. Avenging Hunter showing up. That's pretty good times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play it out. Not too worried with our life total where it's at here. I get a basic forest. I forget if it lets you put it in a play or if put it in your hand. That's right. We already played a land, so we can't weather this turn, but we can feign like we can next turn, right? Always like to double check. Little OCD MTGO. Attack. Coming over for 11 next turn. They got to start considering blocking here. I really hope they... I know it's not a big bug for most people, but my goodness, it's really irritating for me. Just to be super safe, I'll probably just Jewel Thief Weather on my turn next turn. Probably get about to the same life we're at now. Imagine you get a yellow car, and then you go out to your driveway, and it's blue. I'd be pretty pissed off. That's kind of how I feel. And it happened 8 times. Red, red, are we dead? This is not a cheap list, Avenging Hunter. I think there's like 12 tickets each now. I was a little doubtful when the Pauper Commission didn't cancel those, kind of like cut initiative in half, got rid of the blue and the black. That was interesting. We got a needle drop for this. Good news is we've got the spawn token to block with. I'll say no on that. 1 damage to each creature they control. Oh, that sucks. He's going to get in for the initiative. Weird. Very weird. Thank you, Mindstab. I don't know. You think that card would be printable? What is it? Sacrifice 3 lands to go get 3 or something? Sometimes I just do stuff just to be different, really. A lot of times I get tired of being a creature all the time, so ramp and Gruul always go together pretty well. So, okay. That sounds like something I'd say. Thank you for the quote there, Jaredgel. Here we go. Krushok in the house. 1, 2, 3. Here on me. attack. Might be able to Krushok save the thief. Do the thing. We'll see. Especially if I give it a forge, which I'm planning on it. Here we go. Might draw the card off sides right now. We shall forge into the Undercity. Forge. Onto this. Making it double bolty. Well, do they got it or not? Cool. We'll just chill out. Reinforce doesn't count as a spell, right? That's just an ability? Any rules guru in the house? I'm just wondering if it's going to add to Weather the Storm here. Only got one on the stack. I love horror effects. Thank you for that, Yargle. I leaned towards that, thinking that was the way, but you never know. Oh, better cross off what I played. Game 3. We have not had the best matchup luck. One of the only creatures we can't block showed up round 1, courtesy of Grogberg and the beloved princess. There's a creature. All right. W there. Didn't have to show him the extra hate. I think we're doing pretty decent here. Yeah, let's run it back. We'll put the Weather the Storm and do the superstitious shuffling here. Let's make sure that goes between the Bannerhides. That way we never lose. Dun dun dun. Haven't heard the story. My wife gave me this candle about 4 years ago. It's got the neatest smell to it. Little mistletoe and jasmine and something else. Lavender. I keep it closed and it's a nice little mnemonic device. All right. Yeah. What do we do with this hand? I mean, we've got defense, but are we just playing to not lose if we keep this? We're on the draw too. Very flooded. I'm going to mulligan this. Much better. We'll keep. I do have this. I have a natural turn 3. So with the Jewel Thief out, I might want to consider losing the Ridgeline or a forest. No, I can't lose the forest. I'm going to lose the Ridgeline. Done. I think I might want to just... Oh, that's strange to see early, isn't it? Okay. Provoke, for sure. Sliver's got it. Deathblade Elite's got it. A few others got it. Few things to be considered here. I could just Wild Growth now and then have a Repurposer next turn. Do I want to use this to... I'll try to play the correct way. See if this eats a bolt or not. I don't really see Molten Rain anymore. I'm going to let this through. There'll be no more attacking after this turn. Is our Arbor Elf dead? Are they manaless? Please don't hit your mana. I would have kept with Needle Drop 2 in that hand. Yep. All right. Burn's doing its thing, punishing its player. We have this now. We'll do this thing. Do this thing. And I'm still going to lean on it going this way. Let's play this out. Okay. Yeah, it could ram through right now. Something tells me, nah, let's chill out, Adrian. Yep, okay. There's something called Thermal Alchemists and the Kessig that's much more formidable than that. If this was made legal, the Young Pyromancer, I believe, it's a 2/1. I forget the trigger. It's like instant or sorcery, and you make a 1/1, I think. I wonder if that would see play. All right. Oh, we lose 2 of our dudes. We'll start blocking here. I guess they might have Mountain Needle Drop or something, but I'm willing to do that. They do get a card further. Impulse in the hand, or in exile. Now it's gone. All right. Oh, I just naturally get there, I guess. We'll do this. Keep this back. Their deck's just kind of sabotaging themselves a little bit. They probably think we're holding weather. Yeah, this fills a lot of holes in this deck's game. You know, a lot of lists will run the Pirate with Cascade in this spot, but I think Ram Through is a better meta call. Just, how y'all feeling about that? You meet in a tavern. I mean, every time we've seen it, we don't want it. Alrighty, to the face. All right, get it? Nope. Do it while I can't shoot you back, right? I'm going to be able to do 7 of them. That feels pretty good. Not quite sure how I want to play that. I think I'm just going to play it. Cast it. Bam. Attack. Take 8. They've done what they can with Needle Drop and the Percussionist, and if I was watching, he'd be like, that's what Burn does. You add extra lands, and then you end up getting screwed. Very draw dependent. But hey, game 1. It's be completely transparent here. They had a broken hand. Now they have a broken the other way. Okay, so at least we won 2. Let's try to win the first game. I mean, we're always trying to do that. It's just it hasn't happened yet. We had a loss-win-loss against Black-White Tokens, which was a very cool list we'll probably be playing in the very near future. We had a loss-win-win against Elves and a loss-win-win against Burn. All of which are technically combo/burn decks, which I said at the top of the show are the worst matchups. So that's some pretty bad luck. But we're still 2-1. Head over to the list here while we're waiting for the next person. So this is the card in question here. And I just don't really have them come up often. I know they're awesome cards, but these are the 4 that, I don't know, I almost want to go even crazier. And maybe you run 2 Weather the Storm and 2 Breath Weapons main over these, just so you've got like ultra flexibility. Not sure. I'd have to play like 100 more times before it rolls into my style. Want to play first? Yes, I do. All right, we've got some good stuff here. We'll keep Double Elf. Ooh. I haven't used it once, Dreamer Stango. But in rebuttal to that statement is that I usually do side it out when I'm looking for cards. This doesn't feel like it's quite a good fit. I'm sure it can really reload your hand, obviously. There aren't enough creatures to warrant it. But most things have trample anyway. I messed around with an Ent main because it is so forest-based, but right now I'm pretty good with it. Hey, maybe this will be the first time we play Meet in the Tavern, huh? A forest list. Many partings. Create a food token. Search your library for a land card. They grabbed a forest. Okay, this is boding well. Very cool. All right. I can do this, cycle this. Well, hold on a minute. Does that make more sense, or does the other one make more sense? Let me do this to this. Tap this to this. We'll do this. Mountain cycling. Pay 1. We'll get a mountain. We haven't played a land this turn, though. Might want to just get this one. So can't do anything else, right? We'll do this. Play it. Play the elf. Normally I would just get a basic there, but can't do anything with it, so prevent a top deck next turn, or maybe it's that crucial turn when we need 6 mana and we're stuck at 5, you know, so that way if we draw into a land, we'll just be able to play it willy-nilly now. It's another card that makes a lot of these sorts of Gruul lists, but with all the Eldrazi around, we don't really need it. We have seen many a cards. Similar list. Okay. Here we are. Okay. Let's bring out our Chrysalis. Doing the thing. Tap this here. Yeah, we could do that. Let's sacrifice one of these. We'll just play the Krushok. Play it. Yeah. Hey, maybe we'll do the Tavern next turn and just try to do an alpha swing, you know? 2/2 until the end of turn, so that's quite a bit of damage, right? Yeah, let's go. What do we have here? Okay. It's a good ram through target. It will make another Eldrazi, unfortunately. We do have trample effects. That's pretty cool. Say red here. That's 2, 3, 4. It's a sorcery. Always reading this very closely. We'll do the 1. All right. Moment of truth. Should we do the thing? They have 3 blockers. I mean, we would get through with like 6 here. This does not have trample, even though it's so hard to read. Or do I just refill my hand? I think is the better call. Don't you guys? I'm gonna cast it and just refill our hand. They have just too many. We only have 1 trampler. Tavern. Oh boy, I take back everything I said about this card. We just drew 5 cards. This is disgusting. Done. That's about as good as it gets, everybody. Oh, what a disgusting list. Jackpot. That would be a good name for the list when it does that. Guys, okay. I would have done that too. That was disgusting. G ramp. Hey, it's a first turn win. We did it. All right, stuff's going to be dying. So maybe the Iguanar goes in here. Maybe a couple breath weapons. I'm sorry you meet in the tavern. I take it back. The tavern was very busy tonight. That is true. These are going to shine. Do we just run it back? Yeah, I don't know if I want to change anything here. This feels like I might... It'd be nice to have access to maybe the breath weapons, just in case they... Same similar scenario, they have just a ton of little 1/1s. I haven't seen any red. I think they're just going like a green version of this. I don't think so. Let's just run this back. We've got 3 ram-throughs. That was disgusting. Very ugly looking hand, courtesy of the full art lands that I did not put in the list. Thank you very much. Mulligan. I like to really look over this because sometimes all this ugliness, something gets lost. God dang it. This, now technically in my defense, this would be a basic mountain, which would be a auto fail as well. Up against mono green. I still can't really do much with this hand. I'm going to mulligan again. This is fine. We'll keep. I think we get rid of Hydra for sure. And a forest. We could first, yeah, forest. Say done. First turn, Oliphaunt. For probably just a basic. Only way that would change is if we just draw the dual land here. Win. Okay. Plus, one of the best things you can do if you're up against a person, like let's say you go every Monday night to a pauper or something or rather, right? There's this deck that's always winning. And the best ways to get intel on it is to play it for about a week. And you understand kind of where its issues lie. Lie with the enemy. That's what I say. Cycle. Because of the way and the curve of this hand, I'm just going to grab a basic. Can walk right into a Purposer, Jewel Thief, etc. Probably Purposer against this matchup because we do have a Crimson Fleet that I want to get down as soon as possible. What is this new Devilry? Okay, Malevolent Rumble. Showing some goods. Brave the Wilds. That's the fight one, right? Nope. All right, double Brave the Wilds is gone. Any pairings is gone. Forest. 2/3. At the beginning, returning a forage. Put a +1 counter on the cultivator. Okay, cool. There we are. We have nothing to do. Yeah, because I wanted to, if I don't hit any more land drops, I don't want to stumble. I'm going to play this. We'll throw the growth on it. Glimmer Barn, getting scary. Gonna definitely lean on the Repurposer here. Be nice to draw into an Arbor Elf. There's that darn card we mentioned about 4 weeks ago. Don't know why people play this. I'm confused. I have to read a lot. Hydra showing up. Don't dislike that. Repurposer. We could Hydra for 1. Yeah, we're just gonna let this go. All right. Always wary. I talked to the designer of the list, and they were saying try to really guard your Monarch abilities. Cast it only when you got quite a few ways out. So I'm not sure if we're going to go this route because they're going so wide right now, and we've got these instant creatures, right? Those are weird. We're just going to try to stay in a holding pattern here and survive. All right, let's see what we're going to admit here. Repurposer. Probably all the lands going bye-bye. From the Wilds, Cabin. Oliphaunt. I'm going to block. I've got respect for this list. Trade away. Off we go. Jewel Thief. Very cool. Bring this down. Jewel Thief. Play the Hydra just to block, maybe? Yeah, I'm just bringing out a blocker. Boop. Just another body. Okay. All right, note to self. Crimson or the breath weapon would be good here. We rolled over them so fast game one, we didn't really see what we were up against. So this makes a lot more sense now with the barn package. Barn, duo. Repurposer. This guy's getting scary. Oofy. Three cards in our opponent's hand. They've definitely drawn a lot more cards than us this game. Courtesy of Malevolent Rumble. Virtual card draw, though. Getting a few things in their hand, but... They don't have any trample. We have enough stuff to block these. I think I'm going to pull the trigger on this. Try to get a little bit of our card draw tempo back. Might be a losing play, but... I'm the monarch. I want to do stuff, damn it. Vigilance. Nope. Okay. Not what we want to see. 4. Then we have to pump that up once to do that. Let's see what this happens. Okay. Might consider blocking the duo. Definitely have to block the Baron every turn. Now this should have the You Meet in a Tavern card. It'd be brutal right now. I think it's 2-0. Maybe this is it. And they disconnect. Let's give them a minute. Seems like they have the advantage here, so maybe this is a true disconnect. We'll keep this up. The little red. Oh, he's back already. There we go. That was an awfully quick disconnect. Might just be their internet just blinked for a quick. I once had that happen, and when I came back, it wouldn't let me use my mana, even though I was in my main phase. Something about it, so. That was a long time ago, though. It's like 5 versions ago. This one doesn't feel too good. We sideboarded wrong because we won too fast the game one. A lot of ways to build Gruul. It is neat to see it just dominate, at least in Pauper Classic Tuesdays, this style of build. There's the Cultivator finally. Things are getting stronger. The little raccoon squirrel man has gotten bigger. You may forage. I forget what forage even does. Does it tell us? No. Whenever you forge, put a +1/+1 counter on Crossberry Cultivator. All right. We got a lot of moss blockers. Yep. Okay. Let's try to kill something. We'll block. Should I get rid of some tokens? No, he only has to activate it once. Of course, no, he doesn't. He'd have to activate it twice to have that live. I'll go that route. This route. This route. Gotcha. I'll probably forge again here. I think we're going to a game 3. Especially with these blocks too. I think I'm going to favor the breath weapon or whatever. If it's cannonade, I can't remember. I think it's breath weapon. So 5, 6. Gotten rid of a few tokens here. Still keep the Monarch. Opponent's got 1 card. Still doesn't feel very good. We're going to be taking a whole lot of damage. We're kind of forced to block the Baron. Come on, that's not terrible. We do get another body in play here. We do get a draw. I'm going to throw this body out there just so we can try to stick around. But they just have to alpha strike and they get the Monarch here. Food Tribal. Looks pretty cool. Draw a card. This has to be a fog, which we don't run. Maybe Moment's Peace. Be like, yeah. All right. Oh, we've got the treasure token. How sneaky this is. 1 mana, but you could technically cast Breath Weapon right now. Not that you'd want to. After blocks. If this is anything substantial, I might just quit. Makes a food and that. All right. At least the Baines Baker duo is dead. Little human dude. It's like, yo. I think we're losing here. This is awfully large. I'm gonna block here and take 9. What is this thing? We're gonna lose it anyway. Maybe we can strike back. They've only got the little dudes out, so our trample and vigilance might become a thing. Get back the Monarch at least for a turn, but make no mistake, I think we've lost this game. I have to go to game 3 here. Drawing cards, never a good thing. Stuff's gonna die a lot, so that Iguanar might be really good in this matchup here. Yeah, let's concede. Don't show any more cards. Actually, I have to use the restroom again after this. All right, so these are going to go through. I really want to keep that too. Casting a fire might be nice. Getting rid of little tokens and such. This was brutal. Good blockers. Going wide, going wide. What to lose, what to lose. One of these, 1 hunter. I think I want to lose 1 hunter. I want to be able to keep my access to red as long as I can. I wasn't too thrilled to see the Hydra. I don't know why this isn't working. Get over. Come over. I'm going to lose the Hydras. I'd much rather have this in there. And maybe one of these. It's just going to be dying. Whenever another creature dies, 1 damage. I don't think that's going to do too much. Let's keep the pain. Keep the pain. Or I'll weather the storm. We do 2 weathers. Keep these for the dudes. Cast in a fire. Let's try one. Hey, let's go. Tough when they go so wide, you know. Your initiative and Monarch don't really go as far as they normally do. Would you like to play first? Yes. Wow, look at this colorful mana base. Can't really do anything till turn 3, but we've got everything we need, and we have an answer for you know who. Guess we keep. Ooh, I didn't catch the price tag on this list. Will, can you run over to Goldfish and see what it says? Because I know it's not cheap. This is a pretty pricey little list with the Commodores and the Avenging Hunters and such. 90. Woo! Was that in paper or online? I just felt like the Iguanar is not going to really do all that much. 5-6 damage, but I wanted better options. Well, here's a good scenario. I'm not going to be able to do much with this turn anyway, so I might as well get our come into play tap land and then play it. Here we go. Eel. There's a discrepancy, huh? Almost 4 times as much. 3.5, whatever the math works out to. Swarm Keeper. Swarm Keeper. Another one. Yikes. We'll have our Jewel Thief come down here. Hey, look at this. I like that. Should we bait and wait? Yeah, let's wait. Want a breath weapon almost in response to anything here. Okay, got to be real careful. That can get out of breath weapon damage real fast. Yeah, that'll go on the. This will go on the stack. I believe so. Coffee breath for the win. 1, 2, 3. Breath weapon. Now I might Commodore. Especially with ram through right there. Yeah, let's go for it. Oh yeah. I know, Richie. How'd that come up? What on earth? Yeah, we can come over for 17. Wait, no, 14. Oh, he was the Commodore. Okay, a little before my time, Yargo, but I get it. I haven't seen too much sunlight. Hopefully the clouds are showing up. Duo, all right. Create a food token. Gotcha. Okay, just going to try to go Nova this turn. Or I could Jewel Thief. That's pretty formidable. I think. Alrighty, so if I Jewel Thief here, I can do that and Krushok. Jewel Thief. Yeah, if I do this, don't have to Krushok to really get through this. I can just trample that over, right? Let me play the Thief, so I got extra options. Have I played a land? I have. 2. I'm going to just do this now. Choose a creature you control. This one and this one. Bye-bye. Attack. Yeah. They've got a lot of blockers, but all of our stuff has trample, so that's normally the bane of this kind of list. You know, if this doesn't have trample, they just dink, block, and all of a sudden they can pull out of the game. But now you're still taking 7. A lot of food, but a lot of damage too. So really, this turn is really going to determine where this game goes. Let's see how big of a critter this is. You may forge if you do draw a card. That's quite a bit of creature. Never seen this card before in my life. Treetop Sentries. Reach. We'll attack with everything. We're just going to Bannerhide whatever gets in our way. It'll probably be here. We'll still be able to live. Cool. This mountain does nothing for us. Let's do the thing and attack. Reinforce on this 2. Take a look at the stats. A 7-4 against a 2-4. Do the thing. I'll do this thing. Then we'll do the Jewel Thief thing. This might cause a concession. And we can scavenge this back. Let's not forget. Did I play a land this turn? Just to make sure. Okay. Yeah, we'll scavenge probably for the win next turn. Ooh, that feels good. Now if they go crazy, we can go crazy. All right, that is enough coffee. I'm going to take one more break after this and come back for the very last round. It's been a long time since my bladder has needed 2 breaks, but I do technically have 3 commercial breaks at the ready. Let's go. Not out of the woods yet. There's quite a bit of life to be gained here. Block sack, but we all have trample, so that's really working in our favor here. Ooh. Slashing Tiger. What on earth? Cultivator showing up. Not sure if weather's at play here. I'll let it go. Oh man, this is tempting, huh? My goodness, this is getting delicious. A 6-4. But everything already has trample. But it would get 2-0. Scavenge gives something 4-4. Let's scavenge. What is this already? A 7-4? Sure, we'll put it on this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's an 11-8 trample. Attack! Huzzah! 3, I'd imagine. Yep. Three's going down. There we go. Crunch. Am I going to miss him by 1? Okay, good. I thought I did the math right. I was like, if he was at 1, I'd feel like terrible not attacking with that. So, all right. We're 3-1. It's about where I figured I'd be streaming and such. So I'm going to head off to the restroom. I'll be right back for the last round. Enjoy some Comedy Bang Bang skits with the Changeling.
You are right, my friend. You are damn right. Dr. J Skyhook. 3 points.
Oh, damn.
Good.
You should join the NBA, Scott.
You really think so?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, first game, Scott?
Yeah, I'm a little nervous. I've never even held a basketball.
There's a basketball right there. Don't be nervous. They only drafted me because I can dunk.
But you...
A donut. Hey, could you toss me a water?
No problem. O.J. Simpson goes back to pass.
3 points? Scott, you should play in the NFL.
Well, okay. Hey, so tell me the truth. How do you hold on to that ball?
You wanna know a secret? It's fun to fumble.
I thought so.
Hey, rookie. Time to suit up.
Hey now, that's a mean whistle. You should be a referee.
Well, I'm kind of a professional athlete. But okay.
Here's your whistle. Careful, it's dirty.
Hey, watch this. Dr. J drops back for a sky hook. 3 points.
Whoa, young blood. Where did you learn to shoot a can like that? Did you ever consider being a janitor?
Okay. Oh, hey, Eric. Hot enough for you?
Whoa, Scott. That was a great question. You ought to be a talk show host.
Okay.
And we're back. Love me some Comedy Bang Bang. For those of you that have never heard, the theme song for PauperGanda was The Direction I gave my music dude. Want an earworm that's super catchy, similar to the Comedy Bang Bang intro. So right here. All right. Off we go. Last round. We're 3-1 right now. Learning a few things. Pretty cool abilities with the Bannerhide. That thing is just nasty. The ability to put... What's the total on that? Like 6, I think? Hey, where's my display at? Let's go. Oh, yeah, there we are. So you can reinforce the first time and scavenge the next time. That's what we saw. What was that? Like a 11-9? I forget what it was. Our Crimson Fleet Commodore. The Org Pirate. You know what? This would make a lot more sense if this was a cannonade. Right? We do have one Crimson Fleet. Because doesn't cannonade read non-pirate? Let me see. Cannonade. I've got it set to all cards. So fiery cannonade, non-pirate, pirate. Yeah. That should be... I would think this is the better card here. I'd play these instead of breath weapons. For the rare scenario it's going to happen. The only dragons we have already live through it, you know what I mean? I guess a combat trick might make that relevant. I don't think so, though, especially with forage and things like that. It's going to be a very rare scenario where they're going to be able to respond to that. So I'd prefer to go that way. Maybe 1-1. I don't know. Let's go. Last round, guys. Thanks for joining me. Well, heads up, I think in about 2 weeks we're going to be missing one show, but it shouldn't be many more after that. This is all right. We'll keep. On the draw, we've got acceleration. Artifact land. Don't really see slagwoods very often. That's a good point. I think I'm going to favor just going green here. No, I think it's the next one, the 15th, the weekend of the 15th, but I'll let everybody know here soon. I still got to get airfare for the big Pauper event in Michigan in March. That's the next one I'll miss after that, but I'll still be playing Pauper. Hopefully they're doing that on Twitch for RAW hobbies out there. Okay. Just give me a basic, please. Basic. Nope. Not to be. Let's Oliphaunt. Old mountain cycle here. Paying the 1. And since we can't do much, I think I'm just going to drop this. Boop. Play it. Throw this on here. Call red. We'll do stuff next turn, I promise. Let's go. Ouch. That hurts. Yep. We'll grab a forest. Flexible wildfire. Alrighty. Deck's fighting us quite a bit here. I'm going to play the Hydra just to have a blocker. We also see black across from us, so maybe it'll eat an edict. Nyxborn Hydra showing up in lots of lists. All right, well, that bought us a little bit. Definitely going to play Thief here if nothing improves. Okay. We'd be really in this game if it wasn't for that move, but hey, magic happens, right? Let's go. We'll play the Thief first. So we got some options here. Double Tavern pull. Feeling all right. Yeah, I think that was a little too much forbidden fruit to not take, right? Double enchant land, just bam, get a 3-for-1. I would have done it too. Got 2 artifacts. What do we have here? I got a Chrysalis showing up. The Ophi, all right. Maybe taking out the wild growth, I'd imagine, all right. There's that. Awkward beginning, isn't it? Okay. Bye-bye, Krarky. We can run straight into that and still have a blocker. That feels pretty neat. Very glad I drew that. Just a good time to draw the Repurposer if we're not going to draw land here. Get some dudes out, especially if they have edicts and such. We'll attack here. Probably play a Hunter next turn unless their board really develops. Signaling of a Clark Kent Shaman going to the yard might mean that they have another one. And we do have to be very wary with the toxin analysis. So if we do get a ram through, we're going to sit on it so we can activate it in response to it going onto a Clark Kent Shaman. Or maybe that's why. Yeah, usually the slower deck wins in this sort of matchup, right? I'm playing 2 colors. They're playing 3. Bit more resources. Unless you get out to just a crazy fast start. Say Jund can do it all. Definitely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Technically we can hit that. Snuff out, all right. All right. We absolutely don't care about that at all. All right. At least keep one dude up. Of course, when this dies, we get another dude out of it, so that's pretty cool. I think I'll drop Hunter here. We do need mana. Ooh, Chrysalis is a really good pull, too. Maybe we wait a turn on that. Regardless, let's attack. Yeah, I'll play Chrysalis here. Of course, if I play Hunter, I'll get a land. I think that's the right pull. Always tough to deal with a Chrysalis. Change of plans. Already seen them do a snuff out. Might mean they have another one. So I don't want to go too reckless on this, but we'll consider it. Off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull that off. Haven't seen any edict effects yet. Okay, we'll lose a Tavern here. We do have a blocker for that, so bye-bye Tavern. 2 cards. 2 cards to 2 cards. Pretty even. There are about 3 cards up overall, but what is this? They do have snuff out. I think we're going to bring in our to the fire and the weapon. Deadly Dispute showing up. What do we have here? Their own Chrysalis. All right. Just attack with everything. Tavern. Let's go like this. Here we are. That feels pretty cool. Let's get a land out of the deal. Cycling. One, 2, 3. Sacrificing here. Take the initiative. You know, on second thought, I should have kept this in my hand. So we are getting a land this way anyway, so. Okay. We'll see what we can see. We'll grab a forest. Probably just ditch it to another familiar turn here. Attacking doesn't make too much sense here. Well, that's pretty good. We'll just chill out. I might consider just casting You Meet in the Tavern next turn, especially if their land gets a little low. I mean, their life. We still have to be wary of a snuff out. Already seen one. Toxin analysis on a familiar might be a nice little move for them too. Yep. The oaf and you know who shows up. Yeah, they could wax the board here, having only a flyer left over. Let's hope that doesn't go down. That'd be brutal. Toxin analysis. Still have the treasure token, so it could be a thing. All right, don't have to worry about Toxin yet. Clicking very slowly, just in case they do activate Shaman. What are we at, 11? 2 hours in. It'll be about a 2.5 hour show. This game's going to go long, though. Time might be a thing in this game. Oh, all right. Well, we'll take that. Win. Okay. I do want the fires to come in here just so I have 5 answers to that. Yeah, I don't want to really lean on too much. I think I'm going to get rid of this. Not too worried about heaviness here. Not with a Clarkan Shaman. 1 activation and they just toss it, you know. God, really, it's like they're making this. I think I'm gonna go down to 1 Hydra. We've already got that. This, you know what? That might, let me go down to 1 Tavern here. So I've got this and casting a fire for the toxin analysis combo, and maybe if I've got one of these early, I can use this on their land early. We'll see. Got to be a very. I don't want to lose the Oliphaunt just because of the land destruction element we've already seen. And I think this would be overboarding. I did say I like Breath Weapon. Let me bring in one of those. I do not want to lose those. Yeah. All right. We're gonna go down to one of these. Submit. 1 Breath Weapon. Yuck. Mulligan. It's literally all lands. Not literally, almost literally. Oh, this is rough. We do have a Jewel Thief to power that out. We'll keep this. Rough. I think we lose this. I'll do that. Right now the Jewel Thief's better for the mana. On the draw, it'd be really nice to have an elf show up, accelerate us a little bit. Yeah, we make all the spawns, so things like Malevolent Rumble's just not really all that necessary. This draw just got worse. We almost want them to blow up our land here, go get a mountain, and then be good to go. If we top deck a mountain, I'd greatly consider that scenario. That would be pretty cool. I think I'll do that. Mountain. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Now we have the tempo. Exile target artifact. This one, please. Go and get. Hopefully they're out of red mana here. Called shot. That's right. Now we got a little bit. Now it's like we're going first. Got the Jewel Thief on our side. We've turned off their ability to ramp so far. That'll probably be remedied right now. Now I want my Monarch card, right? Be like, boink. I'm trying not to say boink so much, and I just did it again. Here we go. That's right. Land destruction meet land destruction. Chrysalis on Chrysalis. I think they forgot to pitch. I think we'll leave the Krushok for some sort of technologies here. All right, we both lose a creature. You were correct in the edict assumption. There's that. Come on. Call it Cast in a Fire. Top deck. Let's go. Nope. Not too bad, though. We'll rock here. Doing this. This is probably a bad play because we only got the one red source, right? I'm going to go Chrysalis here. I'm going to go immediately with, you know who. Go pop. Just in case these tokens aren't going to save us with the other things. So we'll bring out our Jewel Thief. Now we've got better options. 7 damage representing with reinforcement backup. Ooh, that's a pretty forest, at least from a distance it is. Oh, interesting. Don't remember seeing that one. Cleansing Wildfire. Could have grabbed our thing. We would just be down 1 card, really. Gonna be a close one. Okay. I've seen Snuff Out, so it's a little risky to power this out. I think I might just hard cast it if our hand doesn't improve. Yeah. Let's attack first, in case he's got like a lightning bolt for our Jewel Thief. We can at least let it live, right? That's 7. Yeah, hard to argue with drawing 3. Okay, our persistence pays off. We'll do that. He still takes pretty much the same amount of damage. I think it's better to just play this main. I'm going to keep this land in our hand. It does nothing for the board. Could argue the scavenge ability later, but quite a ways from that. I'd much rather be able to discard than give them a card if they show up with the flying furniture, which is definitely due. Okay, the Marauder's there. Neat thing about this list is the creatures are just so large that they kind of demand 1-for-1 answers. Uh-oh, I don't like that move. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we lose the Krushok. All right, I get it. Yeah, that's a pretty nice little sequence. Okay, we'll still have the scavenge. Guess they counted wrong. Yeah, I think I'm going to lose the Krushok here. So I could scavenge next turn. Don't know if that's the best play. We'll see what we draw here. Cool. That's a lot better play. 1, 1, 2, 3. Do this. Change of plans. Take the initiative. Do it now. You do it. Here we go. Pop. If I play land. Attack. Yeah. Do the thing. I should have played the Varric card today, right? Okay. We're up a game. Here's the Wellspring. It's kind of like trying to not let them up for air. I don't really like the scavenge mechanic against a Marauder Snuff Out list, especially with 16 life still. I think we're going to keep that in the graveyard. Keep it respectable. Eviscerator showing up. What do we got? Another wildfire. What is this? Feels like a wildfire turn. Oh, do they have another unholy heat? They're waiting for us to make a mistake. 2 damage to target creature. Delirium, 6 damage. There's 4 more card types. Normally, this is the bane of a lot of my lists, but this isn't my list. So we should be all right for a little while. Representing 8 coming at them, half their life. Let's do something good here. Can I scavenge its instant speed? I don't think I can. Does anybody know? I guess we'll find out. Forge. Yeah, we'll target the Jewel Thief here. It's always a really good target for that. Unless they got to snuff out. Yeah, it'd be lit up right now if I could do it. So there's that. Ooh, I like this. My goodness. Well, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Blop. Ooh. Things are getting huge. Attack. Yeah. We're so dead to toxin analysis here, though. 4 cards. Could definitely happen, and we're totally naked. We forced tempo to try to get this position here, so we'll see if we can survive. There's that. It's part of the problem, right? Drawing 1 card deeper, and now the Clark Kent Shaman doesn't hurt them. 2, 3, 4. They have enough to just what? Do they? No. 1, 2, 3, 4 artifacts. So if Clark showed up, they're digging for it. I could just trip it for 1 if that goes down. They're digging. They're digging. Here it comes. Still have it. Comes down to this turn. They need 2 cards. There's 4 damage. All right. They're at 2 life. We got double trample. Not out of the woods yet. What is this? Uh-oh. Well, since they both have trample, I'm gonna sit on Oliphaunt here. Because I can just hits harder. Now I can Bannerhide. All right. So we go 4-1 on the day. We lost the first round to our friend Grogberg with his cool little benevolent, whatever the lady was, the princess list. That was pretty sweet. So we had a little discussion on this versus breath weapon. I really don't think the scenario is going to come up with a list this big that this number really deals too many issues. It's so, when it's a breath weapon, it just auto kills this. And so that's kind of my only note leaning. Like I said, this is our only dragon to go along with breath weapon, but it's already out of the way. I think it's pretty rare scenarios that's going to go down. So anyway, courtesy of CarrodaPolicia, who, like I said, has really been dominating the last 2 weeks at Pauper Classic Tuesday. So I thought I'd just kind of bookmark this as kind of a deck of the month sort of thing. Definitely didn't play optimally, but it's in the hands of the right pilot. It's pretty sweet. Their original list, let me go over that. It's not much different, but it is 61 cards. And there's no dual fetch. It's just pure go for gas. I really don't mind the interaction of the 1 dual. I think that's the correct call. Sideboard's the same. I didn't change anything there except for the breath weapon argument I made. And then also, if I can get over, I don't know why this doesn't work until you do that. 3 Hydras in this one. I cut 1 to get to 60. So those are the changes I made. If you like it, it'll both lists will be in the show notes and YouTube later. But yeah, what did we learn? Well, that's about what we learned. I just forgot to hit the button. So anyway, y'all, I'm going to roll to our little support icon. If you can afford it, please consider getting your name in lights inside of one of our cards. Until next week, this is Deluxe. I'll be online a lot of the evenings here, and especially for football tomorrow. So I'm pulling for the Washington Commanders and the Buffalo Bills. I would really like to see them in the Super Bowl. So Anyway, thank you, Dreamer Stingo, Mindstep Throll, my partners in crime. And Chimpskey was out this whole show. Let us know, so I appreciate that. And remember, you can untap or use your Arbor Elf right after you play the Wooded Ridgeline to untap it. Didn't come up this time. It has come up for me twice in 1 week, so pretty cool stuff. Anyway, y'all, till next week, I'm out of here. Adios.